gotta be kidding me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 51. Today
Finally.
is Tuesday, August 24th. It's been a while, but today we're going to come back with some sports science, Twitter trends, hot topics, maybe talk some music, and we're back.
We are back, baby. Full time. Every week.
We took a hiatus, had some family stuff to work through, but I don't even know how many. Let me look at the previous date. I don't know how long we've been off.
Probably a month, right? Let's see.
Yeah, exactly a month. Off.
Wow. Well, you know, it's good to take a break once in a while.
This was our summer vacation.
Yeah, we were solid for the whole year, pretty much. Didn't miss an episode. I mean, every week is a lot. Yeah. Especially when you're not, like, professional podcasters.
Right. No, I was going to say, like, I listen to a lot of podcasts that are, like, 3 times a week. There's one that's 4 times a week.
It's crazy.
But, like, that's
their job.
Part of their job. Like, they're either entertainers or they're podcasters. So, like, that's just like, they don't have to wake up and go do a 9 to 5 and then podcast. Like, I mean, I know they have things to do, but it's all within the realm of entertaining. Like, we don't do anything like this. I mean, well, you do. I don't do anything like this for work. So, it's kind of like a big shift for me in my day. But, yeah, we're back. And we're going to switch up the order of things. We have some new ideas. We're a little rusty. I'm a little tired. I don't know. It's 8 p.m. here, and Dougie decided that he wanted to podcast.
It's not that late. 8 p.m. is like a normal time for people to do things. Is
it?
Yeah.
Is it actually, though?
You're old. You go to sleep at like 10 o'clock.
I like going to sleep at 10. But if I'm doing something, I'm doing it right after work. Like, 5 p.m., I'm going to have dinner or drinks with people or going to an activity. I'm not waiting until... I think that's the difference. I don't mind if I was out right now doing something, if I had started earlier. I don't want to have a break where I come home.
Yeah, because once you're home, relax, you don't want to leave. Yeah, you don't want to leave.
And then it's like 8 p.m. and you're asking me, I'm like, well, I can. But
and you live in the city, so it's hard to get places.
Right. And I've already shifted my brain to, like, off mode, you know? Yeah. And I worked from home today, the past couple days, actually, because I'm kind of slowing down on the experiments and things, trying to close up shop.
Getting out of there.
And so I've been trying to work from home 2 or 3 times a week. And it's so weird. I'm, like, more tired because I haven't left this space.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of drawbacks to working at home because, like, you don't get out, you don't leave your house, and then, like, your house environment becomes your work environment. You don't get a break from either of them.
I was feeling really weird today because yesterday was, like, the first time I'd worked from home in a while, and I was like, okay, this is nice. Like, no one's bothering me. I can really focus on my own paper, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then I did the same thing today because I didn't have an experiment to run. I do need to, like, go in tomorrow, but I was getting real weird. I was like, went for a run. It was 90 degrees outside. I think that gave me a headache. I'm not really sure. I'm dehydrated now. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break and eat lunch. But it didn't really feel like a break because I was still, like, my computer was still there. So I was, like, still typing on it. And then 5 o'clock, which is normally when I would leave work, if not earlier, like, from the lab, I was like, okay, I'll, like, watch some TV, but I was still working. Like, I couldn't put my laptop, I didn't know when the day stopped.
Hashtag always working, no days off.
I just didn't know. It's really hard to know when your day stops, and I've heard this from a lot of people. We're off on a tangent, but that's fine. We wanted to kind of start different anyway. But I've heard this from a lot of people where they're working way longer hours.
At home?
Because they don't have the commute to work, so they're working right when they wake up. And then they're working into the evening because they can, and they think they should. And there's, like, there's no boundary. I was just going a little bit insane today.
I think that's, especially people that have a structured, like, work environment. It's hard for people to realize, like, hey, like, if you leave work at 5 o'clock, you can be done at 5 o'clock and you're fine. Like, it's not like you're cheating out of work or something like that because, you know, And most people are like, well, I commute, I have to get up an hour early, and then I don't get home until an hour after, so it feels like that's still work.
Right.
Like, which it is. I mean, you're commuting in traffic, it's annoying, so. But, I mean, I get it. It's kind of like almost like an entrepreneurial type of thing where it's like, if you're not working and you kind of feel like, well, I should be working right now instead of doing this, because I can. Like, I'm home, I can work.
Yeah. Exactly, but you can't. You need to shut it off. Like today, and I mean, I'm really getting into my work right now because I'm like working on my own paper, and it's kind of fun. So it doesn't feel like work, but I'm still really drained. Like my eyes hurt from straining at the screen all day. I have blue light glasses at work. I don't have them here, and I was like, I didn't realize how much of a difference they made, but like my eyes hurt today. So.
Oh yeah, big deal. I have them too. I don't know where they are though. I also wear normal glasses. You know what? I have the blue light glasses in my glasses now.
Where did I put those?
I remember I was like, wait, I know I have this somehow, but yeah, it really does help. These glasses are pretty cool. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish they would make like blue light contacts. Just have them all the time.
I'm sure that's got to be soon.
I'm sure they will.
They might have them. I've never even tried to get them. I don't know. So.
See, the problem is, though, I've tried to stray from the path of the contacts that I use, and that was a big mistake.
What do you mean?
I can't use any other brand besides AccuView Oasis for astigmatism. Like, I need...
it's like the iPhones.
That. Like, I tried a cheap... Because those are, like, the most expensive.
Yeah.
And I've heard other people complain about dry eyes and got to take my contacts out all the time. Like, I never take my contacts out. I never feel anything. I really don't. And I know that's bad, but I've never had any eye problems, and I'm not about to change now. Like, don't fix something that's not broken.
Yeah, I mean...
And people are going to say, like, yeah, but you're going to get, like, bacteria buildup in your eye. Listen, I've been wearing contacts for how many years do you think? More than 10? And if I don't have bacteria in there by now, after all the weird shit I've done... then I am immune to whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, you have contacts, though. You're allowed to wear it for 2 weeks, though, right? Or is it daily contacts you wear it?
So they're supposed to be for 2 weeks, but they say that you're supposed to take them in and out.
See, I used to do that, too. And now, like, my eyes, they're not messed up, but, like, I have dry eye. So, like, when I have my contact in, even for, like, a whole day, my eyes get so dry. I had to take them out. I used to sleep in them. I used to wear them for weeks, 3 weeks.
Wait, so what messed it up? Because you were taking them in and out?
No, what messed it up, I must have just kept them in too long. And my eye, I don't know what happened. But, like, now when I wear contacts, even if they're brand new contacts, I can only wear them maybe one night's sleep. And the next day, like, that night, I have to take them out. Or my eye, it gets so dry, like, my body yawns so my eyes can, create tear ducts, or whatever it's called.
You have no lubrication in your eyes.
Well, I do, but it's since I wore contacts like you did for so long that it kind of got fucked up.
I mean, I don't know. I'm still going strong, so I'm not going to change anything yet.
If you're good, you're good. Like, they said my eye's healthy. I just have dry eye.
Okay, yeah, they said my eye's healthy. I got no dry eye. So I had one lady tell me, your eye's going to fall out. Like, you're going to go blind if you keep your no. Please, I've been doing this for 10 years. Nothing's happened. Yeah, it's probably not great, okay?
No, it's not good for your
my eye needs oxygen. Yeah, it's probably not great. Sorry, you froze there for a second. But, where was I going with this in the first place? So yeah, I can't use any other brands, though. When I switched brand, I was like, try the cheaper brand. I forget why. It was something was on sale.
Yeah.
And I was being cheap. And I was in so much pain, dry eye, like couldn't even stand it. And so I am addicted to AccuView Oasis.
Well, I mean, when it comes to your eyes,
my eyes are addicted to AccuView
It's better
Oasis.
to pay more for the good product because it's your eyes, It's
No, I learned my lesson. But what I'm saying is, if they don't make blue light lenses for that brand, I will never have them.
And they don't, like, when you go to the eye doctor, they don't give you other options. They're like, here's your contacts. These are the ones you want. I'm like, it's not like a normal process where you can pick out this brand, that brand, that brand. It's like AccuView, right? AccuView, something like that, whatever. And they must have like a monopoly on the whole eye brand.
They do. I don't think there's any other. I think there's a brand called like Optics or something.
Optics, yeah, I've seen that.
May have been the one I tried. I'm not sure. But
there's not much competition for like contacts and stuff like that. It's crazy.
No. But anyway, welcome back, everyone. That was a nice chat. Sorry, I'm like burping and it probably sounds disgusting and I'm very sorry. I'm actually not sure why because I haven't eaten in like a couple hours, so very sorry about that.
Just a nasty human.
July was Earth's hottest month. Global warming is back, baby.
Ever?
It never left. Yeah, July was Earth's hottest month in history of the Earth. I don't know who was recording these before we had pens and paper and could actually record temperatures.
This is like an ESPN stat.
But, yeah, so global warming, big deal. I didn't write this down, so I don't have a lot of facts on it, but there was a report that was just issued about global warming, and this is basically like our last chance to reverse it. And if we don't reverse it like this year, then whatever's coming is coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I figured that they're not going to make the changes we need to. I mean, not fast enough to make an actual change. Yeah. So I think everyone's like, well, it's inevitable at this point. Sadly.
I know it's sad though because it's not like we could turn it around.
Yeah, but capitalism and other countries not helping and we're not good either because capitalism.
I'm not good. I mean, like, I don't even know. I mean, I know little things I can do, but I'm not going to stop flying. I'm not going to stop driving.
Well, it's more on, it's not really on the individual. It's more on the corporations. Like, you can't blame someone for driving to work.
Yeah, I know that. But
because it's more on the corporations that pollute the river next to their, warehouse, or they, their waste is so toxic to the environment and they don't do anything about it when they could. And they produce so much waste that it's deadly to the environment. So it's on them, but they won't do anything because of capitalism and they don't want to spend money that they don't have to. And it's just a whole.
I mean, I understand that. And there are a lot of companies, major companies, that are trying to go green by like 2024. Like Amazon is one of those companies, which is good. But, I'm just saying, Greta Thunberg, or whatever her name is, would not be pleased if I'm still using a car. She would have us all just walking places.
But that's not, you can't.
It's not feasible.
Electric
cars.
The
problem is that, but the problem is they need to make electric cars more affordable. I wish I could have bought an electric car right now. I wish I could have I can't even buy a hybrid car. It's $10,000 more than a gas car.
Yeah, I mean, and that goes back to the oil companies and
exactly.
And it's a whole deeper, darker.
There's nothing I can do right now. I'm just gonna buy a regular gas guzzler and call it a day.
Yeah,
and I'll try again next time. Like, you know what I mean? When next time I need a car, maybe they'll be cheaper, and hopefully we'll all be on that path. And maybe we won't be wiped out by floods and storms and whatever else is coming our way from heating up the earth. Like, people don't understand. It's not just about hot weather. It's about things are going to burn.
Extreme weather.
Everything is going to be extreme. Things are going to burn. Hurricanes. We're getting a lot of hurricanes now. People are freaking out. Tornadoes like the one we experienced, which we haven't even mentioned, how we almost died from a tornado.
We gotta talk about that.
South Jersey, of all places.
Yeah, like a bad tornado, too.
Never in my life have I been that close to a tornado. And I lived in Alabama.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But me and Dougie were driving to the Hamilton train station, and the tornado was like 10 miles away from us. We took cover. Like, we took shelter in a parking garage.
And I was looking it up, and they were like, don't take cover in parking garages. not a great spot.
We had nowhere else to go.
Yeah. But no, it was very eerie, and it was windy, and you couldn't see, like, past, like a half a mile, maybe. Quarter mile.
I was trying to catch the train to New York. I have never really been scared before like that.
Well, on the train?
No, when we were taking shelter.
Oh, see, I wasn't that scared. I don't know why.
I was very scared, and I am, like, not a scared person. I don't fear death. whatever happens, happens. I'm that type of person, but I was scared in that moment. I don't know why. It felt real. I don't know. It
Yeah.
was really, I guess, the eeriness of everything. And, like, I think because everyone was panicking, and I was like, oh, this is actually, like, legit.
Yeah, and the weather was so bad. It wasn't like, oh, this is a warning that could happen. They're like, no, this is near you. You need to get shelter right now.
And it was Twitter that freaked me out, because I was, like, following the cell of storm. I was, like, checking Twitter every minute. It's like, freaking Twitter's what freaked me out.
You would get the tweets of like, oh, the tornado just passed my house. I'm good, but it's deadly.
Yeah, like, people taking pictures. Yeah, I was very scared that I would die that day.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. COVID booster shots are probably going to happen. Also, Pfizer, FDA approved.
Yeah, baby. Now everyone's like, well, you can't trust the FDA.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm done fighting. I'm really done. I will post helpful things if I think they will be helpful.
Yeah, it's no point in arguing anymore.
I can't argue the same things anymore because people don't listen. They talk over you. They don't care about facts. They don't believe you. So I don't know what else to say.
This goes back to my thing that conspiracy theories are ruining the world, but that's a later conversation for another day.
But yeah, so they got what they wanted. They got the FDA approval. So hopefully now they get the vaccine.
I think that will help. That'll probably raise it by like 5%. I'd say the people that were on the fence.
I hope so. I don't know why they needed this full FDA approval, but apparently it means something. Let me tell you, people, there's a lot of things FDA approved that we barely know anything about. So
That are terrible for you.
And I don't want to say that. Then people be like, oh, well, then I can't trust it. It's like, no, you believed what you believed. You believe in the FDA, and now you got to get the shot. Like, that's how it's going to work. You can't pick and choose. Well, now I can't trust the FDA. What do you mean you can't trust the FDA? You didn't know that they approved shit and didn't know what's going on half the time?
Yeah, well, that's because...
I digress.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Pfizer is approved. I had Moderna. What did you have?
Pfizer.
Okay.
Pfizer.
I had Moderna, not approved yet.
Sheesh.
Don't know what's taking so long. Will I grow a third limb? Who knows? So not approved yet. But the booster shots are most likely coming. This will probably be kind of like a flu type thing where you're getting a shot every year, I would assume.
Yeah, I figured that.
I will say that I don't know if you saw the article today about Israel, but it was kind of scary. Or not scary, just sad or depressing.
What?
But Israel was doing the best out of all the countries.
For COVID or vaccines or just COVID in
vaccines, general? 80% vaccination rate. They were the best, number one.
Yeah.
And they were at 0 COVID cases for a while. Then they became relaxed and they let people travel again.
Oh, and spread COVID everywhere.
Someone came back into Israel and brought the Delta variant. And so it's been spreading like wildfire. They're up to 10,000 cases now. Went from 0 to like 10,000.
Yeah.
In a country that's almost fully vaccinated. Not 100% though. And the Delta variant is like rampant through there. And it's just kind of like a warning signal to people in the US, like, hello, people are like, well, the vaccine should work. It doesn't work like that, people. Like, think. This virus is insane. It's adaptable. It's easily transmitted. Like, this is a deadly virus. Like, this is a superbug virus, like I predicted a couple years ago. Not to brag, but I warned y'all.
I gave y'all time to prepare.
But this thing isn't going to go away, okay? So we need to come to that realization, and hopefully we can contain it. But right now, it's still not contained. We're still in a pandemic, people. Like, not to scare everyone, but I think people need to know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, But at this point, I think it's either you are precautious about it and you take it seriously, or you don't, and that's not going to change, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, you can give the best facts in the world about not even the vaccine, COVID in general. And there's people. It's one thing about the vaccine, then it's another thing about just thinking COVID's not a big deal in general.
Yeah.
And you can't help some people, and some people are going to have to learn the hard way, and it's going to be sad, and they're going to lose loved ones because they didn't take it seriously, and it's just it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated if I learn anything more. Hopefully we don't have any more variants coming our way. We'll see.
Yeah, we can't one variant at a time. We don't need a double dose of it.
Did you see Loki?
Yeah,
you saw Loki, yeah. The variants.
Yeah, the variants. For all those variants.
Last little news story here. This was pretty cool. The Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory announced a key achievement in fusion research on Tuesday. So fusion is the opposite of nuclear fission. So fusion, like it sounds, is when two atoms slam together to form a heavier atom, and that reaction releases energy.
Okay.
It's the way that the sun makes energy. So, we're always trying to find alternative energy sources.
Yeah.
And so this is one way. And so this has never been achieved before. And so there was a quote saying, "Our result is a significant step forward in understanding what is required for it to work. To me, this is a Wright brothers moment." So, that's how people don't really understand how important it is sometimes these discoveries in physics because they're kind of over our heads.
What can it be used for, though?
Making energy.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I didn't know if there's more like.
I'm sure there's other uses too.
Yeah.
But I'm not I'm a doctor, man, not a physicist. What movie is that from? Star Trek. Yes. Okay. So, this is a big moment. The U.S. First to do this. That's pretty cool. I forgot to throw in a fun science fact for you guys. I don't have that today. I dropped the ball on that.
Well, we got some
talked
trends,
a lot
though.
about science.
We got a good trend. Not the one you have written down, actually. Have you seen on the internet the milk crate challenge?
Yes.
You didn't write that down, but I wanted to talk about it. It's all the rage now on the interwebs. It's all you see now is on TikTok and Twitter, just people doing the milk crate challenge. And then it was funny because there was an influencer, this workout dude, and he did it, and it was like a whole production. He had it like perfectly on a flat ground and bigger milk crates, and it was a whole thing. And then they were like, "Yeah, this is over now. The influencers got it. They're gonna ruin it."
Did he do it perfectly?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be outside on the grass, and it's not supposed to be like perfectly even. And the milk crates are kind of supposed to be like not the same and perfect together. Like they're supposed to be like right. It's not supposed to be a production. It was we made it into a production, and it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of these the other day.
People are really hurting themselves. It's crazy. I'm not doing this.
I watched. I didn't know this was becoming a thing. And then I watched a video and I was like, I could so easily do that.
I don't know. It's not. It's on an uneven ground. You understand? Milk crates are all the same size. You
have to keep your balance in the middle, and you have to go fast. These people are going too slow.
Yeah, but the milk crates are all the same size. It's not like there's like they fit together perfectly, especially on.
I know. I mean, I saw some people though completing it.
Oh yeah, but it's possible if you move fast, but. one wrong
they
step.
fall at the top.
Oh man, that's gotta hurt so bad.
Yeah, I want to try it, but I never will. But in my head, I was like, I could do this.
That's what everyone says. I could do this so easily.
I probably would just fall on the first one.
Yeah, I'd probably
which would be better.
Yeah, I'd probably get like.
You're too tall.
Yeah, I'd probably get halfway up and just bust my ass.
It'd be easier for shorter people.
Yeah. Way easier. It's not a tall man. It's not a tall man's game.
Nah, no. I saw that. I also saw there's a new ice cream flavor.
Disgusting.
Mac and cheese.
Disgusting.
Will you try it? If you see it.
I'm not trying mac and cheese ice cream. I'll have mac and cheese and then I'll have ice cream afterwards.
I will never try this. I mean, that's a lie. I would try it. I would try anything once, but I would not eat this.
No, I just can't see myself spending money on that.
That, like, if someone had it, I'd be like, oh, I'll try that because it's so weird.
Yeah, it's...
But I don't like mac and cheese anyway. So why would I like... What does this even taste like? Cold mac and cheese?
Well, cold mac and cheese isn't bad. Yeah, but
you're like, I might have to get
ice cream, like, texture and taste, I don't know. We get into sports?
Now let's move on to sports.
Fantasy football, training camp. That's all we got for sports. That's all we have.
All right, thank God football is upon us.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I notice a shift in my mood when the football season is upon us and like the fall is coming.
The fall's great.
I just feel better. I'm not a summer person.
Summer sucks. It's overrated. I think a lot of people will agree with that too. Like summer, it's too hot. Everywhere's too crowded. It's overrated. Fall and spring are the best in my opinion.
Let's make this a hot take because I don't think a lot of people agree with us.
I don't know. I thought that too, and then I've talked to a lot of people that don't like summer, especially if you live in a hot state.
I think because summer, you're like, okay, I can finally take all those vacations and go to the beach. You don't do it. You don't go to the beach. You don't plan anything. It's too hot and it's too crowded. And then you end up making plans with all these other people doing shit. And then you never go
to the beach. I sat here and I'm like, the start of the summer, and I've done a decent amount of the summer, so I'm pretty happy. But I'm like, all right, I gotta go to the beach more. Like I live near a beach. Like it's a great beach. There's so many beaches around me. And I don't go to the beach. It's August. I'm like, I only went to the beach one time. Once.
I haven't been to the beach a lot this year either. I mean, I don't live super close to one.
Yeah.
But I haven't been... I used to go more. I think it's because now my friends kind of live all over the place.
Why don't we go to the beach more?
I think the issue is like once summer happens, for some reason too, summer shouldn't matter as far as like vacations and things. I think we've been conditioned because of how we go to school like how the school year works. So you're like, okay, the kids are out of school, now we can take... It shouldn't matter. What? Why has this become our vacation? Why am I at 90 degrees, like, sweating my butt off outside?
Yeah. Not fun.
Now work has become more relaxed in the summer, and I work in an academic institution, so I'm super on that schedule, but I still have to work during the summer.
Yeah.
But it's more chill, and now the gap between the summer session and the fall session is like no one's doing anything. People are just willy-nilly around here.
Yeah.
It's just weird that I don't know. I mean, I like being able to go outside. I like the long days. I do like that.
Yeah, that's one thing that should never change. I don't understand why that's a thing, but we talked about that before.
Yeah, I like the long days, but I realize that I'm way happier when I start to, like, smell the air change. Football is around the corner, college football schedules.
That's exciting.
Yeah. It's the change of the season is the best.
You have football, you have, if you're a basketball fan, basketball is back. You have baseball playoffs, which is like the best time of baseball season. The weather is just a lot nicer. Like, especially in California, like, it's always pretty warm or decently. It's not cold, I'll say that. And the summertime is just like excess. It's like where I live, it's 90 to 100 degrees every day. And it's like I'm used to the warmth, so it's not like in Chicago or places like that, where in the wintertime it's so brutally cold that, you can't wait for summer because it's good weather, like 80, 85, stuff like that. But here, it's like in the wintertime, it's beautiful. It's 70s, 60s, and it gets cool at night. It's nice. So I don't need that 110-degree day. It's so hot. Right. And you don't want to do anything. It's just not fun to go out and do stuff like that.
Yeah. I will say, I mean, it's cold here. It gets cold, and it's cold for too long. So I'm like, I like when summer is upon us, but...
August is like, come on, man.
Fall is my favorite.
Fall's my favorite as well. Yeah.
I like being cold. I hate being hot. I don't know if that's because I'm just, like, fat or something, but...
I like being cold, too, but not, like, freezing cold. I like being cold, too. I don't like being hot, but...
Right. Anyway, so... It's good. fantasy football. We Hard Knocks is also on. What is that on HBO?
I refuse to watch it just because it's Cowboys.
It's Cowboys. I haven't watched it either. I heard it actually sucked because
Really?
The Raiders season was actually pretty funny.
Oh, that
it
was
good.
because John Gruden.
That was the best.
He's a character.
That was the best. I'm so glad I watched that season. But no, I haven't watched the season. Heard it sucked. I also can't sign into our HBO account because it's so messed up from all the password changes.
Yeah.
I have no clue what it. I don't even know what password we're on right now as a family.
Yeah.
As a family, I can't sign in to HBO Max. I no longer have that. So, but I have cable for the first time in like 5 years for football season, so I'm jazzed about that because I'm getting a deal. Let's hope the deal actually happens and I don't get screwed.
Yeah, you got to check that every month, really.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be on it like a hawk. We are both in the same fantasy leagues.
Yeah, both of them. You're only in two, right? You're only in two, right?
I'm only in two. I decided to keep it at two because
it's easier that way.
A lot going on. I'll be moving and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Two is good. Usually do terrible in the Jersey League. Every year I'm like, it's going to be different. I'm going to try.
I've only been in for 2 years and I've sucked every year, so.
They're so good. They're so on top of waivers. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Usually in the other league, I can hop on waivers faster than those guys.
Yeah, they're slow.
But in the Jersey League, I mean, these guys they don't do things at work. Like they're just scrolling like fantasy options. Yeah. I think. Like what's going on? So we are excited about that. I don't know. I am not prepared yet, but I will be.
I am decently prepared. I would say I'm in a dynasty league, so that helps a lot. But yeah, I'd say I'm like 75% ready.
I need to start looking into things. I should just buy a fantasy draft kit and call it a day. But I'm not in a big enough league for that. So I don't know if you've seen these like fantasy draft kits you can buy that give you all the info, and that way you don't have to like do your own prep. And I think they're like $50 or something, which would be worth it if I was in a league where I paid like $100 or something to be in and like really wanted to win, or it was in like a big league with like 16 people or something crazy and I needed like a lot of prep.
Yeah.
I would definitely consider buying one of those. I just kind of want to do it now because I'm just being lazy, but like it's not worth it. I can do my own prep.
Research, yeah.
I just need to figure out who I'm going to take first. I have like freaking shitty position.
Yeah, that first pick is make or break. If you pick someone that's...
I think I'm right before you or right after you. I think I'm number 6.
Not great picks. Not great picks.
Middle of the pack. I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's where it was last year. It sucked.
Yeah, not. I think we had the exact same picks last year.
Yeah, I'm like,
what's going on around here now? Yeah, what are we doing here?
The other league hasn't. We don't have a draft order for that one yet. I still need to send monies to that one.
Well, the draft is Sunday. We probably do it right before the draft, right?
I'm gonna send my money.
No, I'm saying tonight. Like the draft order. Hopefully, we can get it before, like right before the draft, because that's what we did before.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's true. Like with that draft, you don't know like how to prepare. Oh yeah, we should figure out. Well, that's because people are still being added to the roster as we speak.
If you want to come play in our league, just contact us.
We're disorganized, okay? But we're trying. It's always fantasy kind of sneaks up on you. You're like, I got like 2 months, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even realize the draft is this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. It's you have less than a week to prepare.
I'm gonna have to order the fantasy kit. I was like, oh, I got a month, and then I was like,
and you won last year. You won last year, so you gotta try to,
Listen, I own this league. I rule this league.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. This is the first time
you guys are going down. People don't win all the time. Usually win once. I'm
coming back for revenge, man. I got screwed last year. COVID year.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't like. I'm queen of the castle, and everyone. It's an asterisk by it. Was a COVID year.
COVID year, asterisk.
You know what? Screw you guys.
Doesn't count
I
as much.
won fair and square. It counts just the same. I wish we had a trophy or something, but
we should have got a trophy, but nonetheless. Music. Lizzo's back. Didn't she get didn't she like have a whole thing where she was crying online because she was like getting criticism about the song and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened because I didn't see the initial video.
Yeah.
But she, like, came on, like, did a second video in response to the first video of her freaking out or something. But it wasn't about the song. She said the song was doing really well.
No, the song is doing really well. Yeah, it was. I didn't really understand what was going on.
It was something more personal or something in the new. I think she was trying to bring awareness to things that are happening in the world.
Yeah.
And she was getting upset about that or something. I'm not really sure. But the song, I thought, did really well. I think it's a great song. I don't know. What did you think?
It's not for me. I'm not going to listen to it, but I mean, it was good.
It's for the ladies.
Yeah, it wasn't meant for me, so my opinion doesn't really matter that much. It's a good song, though.
It's weird because a lot of men, and I'm not making it a sexist thing, but a lot of men I talk to are not, like, huge fans of Lizzo. I guess because the music doesn't relate to them.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know, it's hard to say.
Watch what you say.
No. It's not anything about women making music. It is that. But then, why do women listen to men's music, and how do they relate more than men can to women? I don't know. I think about that a lot. Like, I'm not like attracted to point. Like Lizzo or like Meg Thee Stallion or that kind of music where it's like female rap or even I like female pop, but female rap doesn't really like attract me, and it's not really for me. So that's one thing, but it's for women for the male artists, they're very attracted to the male artists for not like looks, but music wise.
Yeah.
So why is it not the same for men to women?
That's a good.
And it's not like I'm looking at like a woman like, oh, I don't want to listen to it because she's a woman. It's just like I listen to the music. I love music, but it's like it doesn't have replay value for me.
Right. Whereas for me, I'm like, I listen to this song every day.
Yeah.
I play it once a day. It's on my liked songs.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a deeper, darker thing in psychology and stuff like that, and why that's a whole...
Yeah, I mean, we could get into that next pod because I would like to come back to that because it's a good point. I think we've just been conditioned. That's what I think
male
too. Artists have been around longer, and so women are like, okay, well, I like this.
This is what it is. Yeah, I have to like this. Is all.
Yeah, exactly. There were no other options, and now we're like, oh shit, there's like other options now, and they're better.
Yeah. For
us, as far as like lyric wise, Lorde is making a comeback as well.
I saw that.
She has a bunch of her album's probably out too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
To it.
For sure.
But a lot of the songs have been good. She took a hiatus for a while. I think she was tired of
the fame.
I think she got burnt out. So good for her. Shawn Mendes released a song this week. Obviously, it was good.
Yeah.
He's like has the voice of an angel. Like, I don't know.
He can't make a bad song, and the people that he works with, they're not gonna. It's like Bieber. He's not gonna make a bad song.
Exactly. Although I didn't like Justin Bieber's latest song.
Stay with Kid Laroi.
No, I liked that one.
Yeah, you can't like that one. Yeah, it's like you don't want to like it, but you know it's like, all right, I'm gonna hear this everywhere. I'm gonna like it. Like,
yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, I like Kid Laroi, but that it was like one after that because Justin Bieber's been releasing songs like every week, which I don't know if people are like noticing. He's on like every track now. Everyone has
is he a feature? He's a feature.
I can't remember if he's the feature or if he has someone else featured, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. But it's just one song. I mean, who cares? My opinion doesn't matter in the grand scheme of Bieber fans. And then we got a lot of music coming out from Lil Nas X, who we love.
He loves he's great at the internet, man. He's so good at the internet. Undefeated. He takes the controversy and just faces it head on, and that's his marketing, is just the controversy.
Really? And him and DaBaby are not cool?
Well, DaBaby's a whole other thing. He's been doing a lot of shit lately that...
Yeah, he's not smart.
Yeah, he said the wrong things, and I mean... And we just got to stop looking at these artists as role models. That's not really fair to them, and that's not what they are. I mean, especially
role models.
Especially like
they're not supposed to be a role model.
No. It's, even like back to, the rock and roll days and how people come up in the drug culture. Like, that's not they're not role models. They are entertainment. But
Right.
like, I'm not gonna tell my kid, oh, you should be like, you know, Bruce Springsteen or friggin'
Yeah.
Lil Nas
No one
X.
ever
Like,
says that.
yeah,
No
well,
one ever
Lil Nas
says
X is
that.
actually a pretty good role model for most people. I mean, other people would disagree, but I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think it's fair, really. Like, people like Justin Bieber and like
I agree with you.
He's been thrust in this role. Like, he has to be a role model when he's.
They're not meant to be role models.
He didn't
I
like.
don't assume them to be role models by any
No.
means.
But the internet and like people do, and it's not really fair for them. It's not what they signed up for.
I mean, almost the same for athletes.
Yeah, I mean, entertainment.
I know they're still entertainment. People put more pressure on them to be role models.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I get it, but at the same time, they're playing a sport.
Sports is more professional. Like, you have to be more professional in how you go about your business. Not saying music isn't professional, but you can do a lot more things. Like, you can't drink and do drugs as an athlete if you want to be successful. But as a musician, that's kind of like the normal.
Right. Well, good takes today. That's all I have. We're probably at like 1 billion hours.
All right. It's been real. It's been fun. Hasn't been real fun. See you next week. Peace.
Peace.
You gotta be kidding me!